like to give all honor and glory to the Most High God Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out to let you Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans know your true identity, which is the Israelite of the Bible.
That's right.
Also to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass kingdom known as America, biblically known as Babylon.
That's right.
And to let the white man know he's the damn devil the Bible speaks of in his biblical identity, which is the Edomite. And we gonna explain what we do, because we did this at our first camp, but there was no camera. So I'm gonna do a brief an explanation of what we do out here. Give me Isaiah 58 and 1.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of brothers, there's a huge Facebook community, but they just want to do Facebook. They don't want to hit the highways and byways. And you know, ain't nothing wrong with you preaching on Facebook, but the scriptures say you got to come out to the highways and byways.
God.
You got that for me, Ak?
God.
Go ahead, read.
This is Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud.
He said, cry aloud. He said, go out and cry aloud, not type aloud. Read.
Spare not.
And do not spare anybody. Go ahead.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
We're going to lift our voice like a trumpet.
That's
right. Why you see us out here looking crazy and shouting at people. Go ahead.
And show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
So that we can show our people, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American, their transgressions, and show Jacob their sins.
God.
The Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Give me Nehemiah 8, start at verse 1 all the way to 5. You know what I'm saying? Because the problem is, the thing is, we have to do this work. It's a commandment given to us by Christ, and we're going to get into that in a little bit.
God.
But you know what I'm saying? We got to let these people know. We got to let our people know their transgressions. We got to let our people know what it is that we're out here to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to know something. And I said this in Spanish at the Saturday camp in San Diego, but the prophets are back. And these Edomites are terrified. They're scared. You know what I'm saying? Because they see us out here on these street corners, on these highways and byways. They might say little things like, oh, you're doing that for your little videos, but the truth is, if we didn't have the camera, we didn't have the camera our first camp.
God.
We was out here still preaching. We was still here screaming at the top of our lungs, letting our people know their transgressions. You got that, Ak?
God.
Go ahead, read.
This is Nehemiah 8 and 1.
Go ahead.
And all together, Salak, and all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate.
And all the men gathered themselves together onto the streets, onto the main area of concourse as one body. Go ahead.
And they spake unto Ezra the scribe.
And they told Ezra the scribe, the priest, go ahead.
To bring the book of the law of Moses.
To bring out this book right here, to the law of Moses, the Torah, the first 5 books, go ahead.
Which the Lord had commanded to Israel.
Which the Lord, the Most High God, Abanawi Yahweh, commanded unto the children of Israel. Go ahead.
And Ezra the priest brought the law.
And Ezra the priest, he came out with the Torah and brought the law. Go ahead.
Before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear the understanding upon the first day of the 7th month.
And all the Israelites, man or woman, all of them that had understanding, that could hear the word of the law, and that the Most High spoke unto them. Nehemiah brought this out. Go ahead.
And he read therein before the streets that was before the water gate from the morning until midday.
So he read this in the streets. No, it says the streets, right? I don't say Facebook.
It says, and he read therefore before the streets that was before the water gate from the morning until midday.
Did it say Twitter or Instagram, right?
It says, and he read therein before the street that was before the water gate from the morning until midday.
He did this in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And we emphasize this because this is where we're at, on the highways and byways. We out here preaching to the people. You know what I'm saying? And this spot right here, sometimes there's a lot of traffic, sometimes it's dead.
God.
But we putting the spirit out. What the brother has said, the first camp, we put the vibration out there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We put the word out. We speak this to the wind so that it'll attract the people that it needs to attract. So it'll call these people out here. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that, or is this more? There's more on it, right?
There should be a little more. You said till 4, right?
Till 5.
Till 5. Yeah. Before the men and the women and those that could understand, and the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law.
So that all the people that could hear and would have the ear, they were attentive to this book. They were paying attention to what Nehemiah was, to what Ezra was saying, to what he was preaching out of the Torah, out of the 5 books of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. No, you good.
And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood.
And he stood onto a pulpit of wood. And you see a lot of camps do this. You see the brothers from ISBK. They build the little pulpit out there when they're preaching. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the means to do that, but we still out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We will still be out here preaching. Go ahead.
Which they had made for the purpose. And beside him stood Mattathiah, and Shema, and Ananiah, and Urijah, and Hilkiah, and Maaseiah.
What he's doing right now is he's telling you who's to his right hand. You know what I'm saying? If you watch our San Diego videos, even the Seattle videos, you see brothers to the right and to the left. That sounds like a camp to me. Let's keep going.
On his right hand.
See?
On his left hand.
Now to the left side of him, go ahead.
Pedaiah and Mishael and Micaiah and Hashum and Hashbadana, Zechariah and Meshullam.
So he was out there with brothers to the right and brothers to the left, and they was preaching the word. That sounds like a camp to me. All you, I don't have to be in a camp. I don't have to do this work, Israelites. How do you get around this? Because it sounded like a camp. It sounded like they were congregating in the streets and they was preaching the word. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was above all the people.
So he opened the book. He was at a higher platform. He was standing on that platform. He opened the book of the law. He broke the Torah, and he began to read it. Go ahead.
And when he's opened it, all people stood up.
And all the people stood up out of a sign of respect. Go ahead.
And Ezra blessed the Lord, the great God, and all the people answered, Amen, Amen.
And what he did was, when we start these videos, giving all honor and glory to the Most High God Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai.
Okay.
He blessed the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
With lifting up their hands, and they bowed their heads and worshiped the Lord with their faces to the ground.
And they worshiped the Most High God. They gave reverence to Abba Yahweh. Is that it on that? Okay, give me Salaki. Now I lost my spot. Matthew 22:9. You know what I'm saying? And they gave reverence to the Most High. And when they said they blessed the Most High, they praised Him. This is what we've come out here to do. We're doing the work of the Most High God in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai. Why? Because we were meant to do this. We were called to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it is a great honor to do this. You know what I'm saying? A brother of mine, he told me, you know what I'm saying, this is what you've been waiting for. And truthfully, this is what I've been waiting for. You got that from me?
God.
Go ahead, read.
This is Matthew 22:9.
Now, this is the words of Yahweh Shai, red letter. Go ahead.
Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye find, bid to the marriage.
So what he was telling them in this parable is that the Lord at the time, He had sent out people into the streets to bid men unto the marriage, to call His people back forth to the law, statutes. It's a parable, a metaphor for calling people back to the law, statutes, and the commandments. And He told them to go out into the street and do this. You know what I'm saying? He told them to go out to the highways and the byways and bid the people to the marriage, is what we're doing right now at this time. Go ahead. Is that it on that?
That was not. You want 10?
Give me Luke 14 and 23. You know what I'm saying? Because he keeps telling, he was the Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, called us out here to do this. He called us out here to preach the word of the Most High God. He called us to call our people back, the Israelite, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American, and nobody else to this law.
That's right.
Because He didn't come for anybody else. And I defy anybody to come up here and prove me otherwise. You can't, because you're not going to find it in the Bible. Go ahead, you got that?
This is Luke 14 and 22.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room.
He said, and He had sent him out to do certain things. And the servant is looking, the prophet at this time was telling him, Lord, there's still more room for more people. He's not done stealing people. Go ahead, 23.
And the Lord said unto the servant,
and Yahweh Shai said unto His servant, go ahead.
Go out into the highways and hedges.
And go out to the highways and the hedges. Go call these people out. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on there?
No.
Go ahead.
And compel them to come in, that is my house. Compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
He told him to go out and compel them so that the house could be filled. The Lord in this parable, the master is telling them to go do these things, to go compel the people so that they could come into these laws, statutes, and commandments, so that they could return it to their heritage. You know what I'm saying? Which is what we're hoping. That's what we say. We're hopeful elect, or hopeful 1/3, and we're hoping that we can reach as many. We're out here to reach as many people as we can. You know what I'm saying? Get Proverbs 1:20 to 22. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we out here to do, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here to preach the word, to compel our people to return back to the Most High God, to their first love. You know what I'm saying? And to follow the ways of our King Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
God.
To keep His faith and to keep the laws that the Most High God gave us. You know what I'm saying? You got that for me?
Yeah, this is Proverbs 1:20.
Go ahead.
Wisdom crieth without.
Wisdom, it cries without. Go ahead.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
So she's out there in the streets preaching, uttering her voice. You go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
on,
You
sister.
good?
You okay? Come on.
You okay?
Slide right past. You good.
I was going to say something.
Oh,
What
yeah.
you wanna say, sis?
My friend watches you guys all the time, and he keeps trying to have me watch the videos and stuff.
Definitely,
And
definitely.
he's like always watching it. It's so crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. See, what's your ethnicity? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I'm black, I guess.
Okay, so you would say you're black from this country, right? You're from America, right? How did your people get Deuteronomy 28 and 16? How did your ancestors get here? Do you know, according to history? On a slave ship, right? Now you know the Bible talks about that, right? It said you would come here on slave ships. It also and the thing that a lot of people don't know is that when they were bringing slaves here, they were taking the indigenous people from here, the Hispanics and Native Americans, and taking them back. And all this is in the Bible. Go ahead, get that.
This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Also get Exodus 20. The word Egypt, since they translate it, it's a Greek word for slavery, house of bondage. So you're familiar with the term "don't get punked" or "don't get deboed," right? That's when somebody's trying to take something from you, right? They don't literally mean that the actor that played Debo comes and does something to you. You know what I'm saying? But something similar happens. So the Bible, a lot of the times, it deals with metaphors and similes and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So what it's telling you is the Lord's going to send us out, the Israelites, back into Egypt, into this certain land. You know? Get that from me?
This is Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
See, the land of Egypt is synonymous with slavery. So what they were saying in Deuteronomy 28:68 is, if we were disobedient, get 15, matter of fact, go to 15 real fast. If we were disobedient, which is going to explain, we would go back into this captivity. You know what I'm saying? We would go back, but in not in that same fashion. You got that?
God. This is Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It will come to pass. So he's speaking prophetically. He's saying in the future tense, this will happen if you don't listen, you don't pay attention, and you don't take heed to the words of the Most High God. Go ahead.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if our forefathers, our ancestors didn't listen to these words, then all of this, and it gives you a laundry list of curses that goes, it starts at verse 15 and ends all the way at 68. It gives you a long list of bad things that would happen to the Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Give me, I want to say,
So white people don't have the curse?
white people have a judgment coming to them. They don't have, matter of fact, Revelation 13:10. So you said your ancestors got here on slave ships, right? They stole the land from the Native Americans, and they still oppressed the Hispanics, right? And they took the land from the Hispanics because a lot of people like to say the Hispanic, like Mexicans. I'm Guatemalan, but like Mexicans, Guatemalans, so on and so forth. They have their own land, right? What a lot of people don't understand or don't know is that the Europeans are running that. Like where my family's from, Guatemala, they answer to the United States. You know what I'm saying?
Together? Like it's all different, like different punishments and stuff,
They all have. It's all the same. It's all the same curses to all of us. You know what I'm saying? We went through slavery just like you guys went through slavery. of a nation of fierce countenance came to us like they came to you. You know what I'm saying? They oppressed us together. So get that and get Jeremiah 50 and 33 up there. Now,
I'm black, Mexican, and white.
no,
My dad is black, my mom is half white and half Mexican.
and what's her dad?
Her dad is Mexican.
Oh, so the thing is, you determine the lineage of your lineage through your father. So your mom, yeah, she has a white mom, but her dad is what her dad is what she is. So she would be from the tribe of Issachar.
I got it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So, remember like when we were younger, we used to take seeds, we used to go plant this stuff. So we're gonna deal with it the same kind of way. A man holds the seed, right? So we're gonna treat it just like a rose seed. But that's what we're gonna relate it to. So now if we take a rose seed from America and we take it to, let's say, Venezuela. Nah, bro, we don't fuck around. We got we take it to Venezuela, right? We plant it inside of the soil. Now the climate and the soil might be different over there, right? It might act different and do everything over there, but it's gonna take root and the soil might be different. So it might come out to look different with that seed. Does that still not make it a rose seed? Because we took it from America, we took it to Venezuela, but just because it's in Venezuela, that doesn't mean that it changes it. It might look different, but the seed of it is still a rose seed. So now we do the same thing with our people. As a black man, if I sleep with any woman, that black seed goes into that. A woman is just like how the dirt in it compacts and it grows it out, you know? Whatever life that is there. So with your mom's dad being a Mexican, she would be a Mexican. And with your dad being black, you would be black. You know? That was just, just something to make it a little more easy to understand.
And we'll deal with that in the scriptures too. But we'll deal first.
My grandmother, my mom's mom, she looks down on us. She looks down on my mom. Like, she treats her less than her other kids, which are all white. And then me, she really looks down on me and my sister and brothers because we're black. And she just treats us like it's weird.
And we'll deal with that first. We'll deal with that first. Now, the scriptures speak on that because the white man, their biblical identity. See, because the Bible doesn't deal with Mexican, black, white. It deals with the nations right here. Everybody has a lineage that goes back to those people. The white man goes back to Esau, our forefathers' brother or twin brother. And the reason why she hates you because he's always had a perpetual hatred. Get that in Ezekiel 35 with us? 35, you had a perpetual hatred. Can you look that up for me, guys, real fast? Because the scriptures, the prophet Ezekiel prophesied that Esau, which is the biblical name of the white man, would always have a hatred towards us. Because have you noticed, what's the one thing with the Hispanics? Trump, build that wall. Why? Because they hate the Mexicans. What was it, when the police kill a so-called black person, what do they say? Oh, they should have complied. Many tapes clearly show clearly show that that's not the case. Oh, you got.
I know what you mean because I go through it all the time with my family. She'll look down on us from being black and everything, and then like she could be the same way, but when it comes to us, it's so terrible. And we're just bad, like we're just ruthless.
Now, this is what the Bible says about that right there. Go ahead, read.
This is Ezekiel 35 and 5.
Read.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
You know what perpetual means, right? Continuous, everlasting. It keeps going. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in their time that their iniquity had an end.
So, calamity, like in a time of chaos, would you say that the state of the black, Hispanic, and Native American is at a time of chaos right now?
Yeah.
And would you say that they're shedding our blood? And he's had a perpetual hatred at this time. So he's the so-called white man has always hated us. So you'll see us. I don't have you. With the videos that you watch, have you ever heard somebody call the white man the devil? Now, do you understand why they call him that? Okay, the word devil goes back to the Latin word diablo, which means deceiver. They're liars. That's what they do. They lie. They told you that you're nothing more than a slave. They told us we're nothing more than savages. But if you look at our history, in West Africa, you guys had great kingdoms. When they came over here, we already had laundry detergent. We had a vast amount of things already. We had kingdoms established.
That's right.
So how are we savages And how are you guys slaves? But they did that to you guys. They didn't even know how to bathe till the Moors showed them, which are Israelites. They didn't know how to do these things.
And just so you can get a vibe of who the Israelites are, you know, these are the people we're speaking to. So you see it starts from our regular top American Negroes to our Haitians. We have our West Indians, which is our Jamaicans, our Trinidadians, Tobago and stuff like that. From then on, we carry to our Puerto Ricans. We got our Mexicans, we have our Central Americans, we have our Dominicans, our Cubans, our Native Americans, our Seminole Indians, our Argentinians to Chileans, and our Colombians to Uruguayans.
So how do you know which tribe you're from? Like, you back your Judah?
Yeah, and that's according to Genesis 49. Like, there's scriptures there's scripture and prophecy.
You can't get down beyond. But I know that in Africa there's like different tribes.
Now in West Africa, there's a remnant of our people over there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 428. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures also in that same chapter in Deuteronomy 28, it says that if we were disobedient, like I told you, our kids would get our forefathers would get scattered. So we're scattered to the four winds. We're not just here. We're just that. You're familiar with like music festivals, right? There's like the shows you go to, and then there's the main stage, right? Well, in the Bible. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. How you doing? How you doing, little man? How you doing? Shalom. But what you would call it? Like we're scattered to the four winds. What the Bible's talking about is predominantly America. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we know.
I guess I have to go to see something about.
Okay.
My friend Tony, he's like always watching this, and he's probably watching this right now because he watches like
Is he around here?
Yeah,
you need to tell him we're out here every Tuesday.
Yeah, every Tuesday night we're out here.
Every Tuesday night we will be right here.
Yeah, we're between 7:30. I'm usually across the street around 7 o'clock. I'm always across the street. Around 7 o'clock. Somewhere between 7 and 7:15, you'll see me out here with this brother. Sometimes this brother and another one. We're always out there. We're getting together what we're gonna do out here.
Definitely. Just have him hit us up on the YouTube or the numbers that are on there.
It's not here.
And he can write his number down real quick. That way he can hit us up directly and he can know what time we're gonna get out here.
Okay.
And that way, you know, he can come and he can be a part of this building with us. Because at the end of the day, we're doing this for all of us, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, look. Say hi. Yeah, he can be a little honest.
Yeah, go ahead.
He wants to go.
Yeah, don't let the camera.
So I want to touch on something that as y'all seeing the footage what just happened. So as we're edifying this sister right here, we have a brother come up here, and the first thing the brother asks us to do is if we got some weed for sale. First thing this nigga asks us to do is if we got some motherfucking weed for sale. Salak for my French, you feel me? But we out here with Bibles. This is what we doing right here, and you gonna come out here and ask us for some motherfucking weed.
People are lost, man.
And then he thought, you feel me, just to be humble and just blow him off, he thought he was slick saying, oh, nigga, don't act bougie with me, whoop, whoop, you feel me, whatever he said, getting up the block. You feel me? So like, it's like you niggas always want to come and be antagonistic, but you ain't trying to help nobody out. You out here smoking weed and you out here doing nothing in the fucking middle of the night at 10 o'clock at night doing what? What you out here smoking weed at 10 o'clock at night for? To just walk around in the fucking streets and be asleep all damn day. But we out here, we got sisters out here with babies that's walking around out here in the dark. This is the type of shit, we got Kanika Jenkins stories type things happening right now. I just posted a damn post about a sister who was with a white boy and got punched in her eye and all kinds of stuff. I just posted about this, but you want to be out here smoking some fucking weed, doing nothing with your fucking time, and then want to get mad at us because we don't partake in that shit, man.
That's right.
Dudes out here sleep, man. That weed, you want to know something? That's why he walked off with that old effeminate ass spirit he had.
Because that weed lowers your testosterone and adds that estrogen to you. And I was just talking about this last week. Walking around, niggas is smoking weed, acting running around. Niggas is smoking weed, walking around acting like a bunch of bitches at the end of the day.
Hey, and that's a powerful point the soldier made. Before I go back into my lesson, I like to say, I have a point. The thing is, when you smoke weed, you got the estrogen thing, and then you become lazy. You don't do nothing with your day all day. I know because the weed demon was on me. And you know, praise the Most High God that he liberated me from that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, dude's gonna act feminine. Cause really, what was the point of you doing that? Like, I mean, really, what you knew we weren't gonna do nothing, or at least you thought we weren't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not because we know punks. It ain't nothing like that. We know that, you know, we know our brothers are asleep, but it still angers brothers. That's why brothers like the soldier and the guy. He has that passion, that fire, because it enrages you to see our people so asleep, and we're out here trying to bring out the truth, and you worried about some damn weed.
You worried about some weed, and you gonna get at us and say that we acting bougie. How's anybody acting bougie, bro? We out here teaching the Bible. That ain't acting bougie. That's acting right.
And how is that? What in your right mind will possess you? Hey, let me ask these guys who are talking about the Bible, clearly are talking about the Bible, about some weed. That makes me feel like you foolish. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's enough on that topic. I don't want to get the soldier any more angry than you already.
Nah, it's just, you feel me? It's disrespectful. You feel me? We out here, we doing our thing. You see us talking to a sister right here, edifying her and what's going on. You don't know what that sister was going through.
God,
you don't know what type of message she needed. You feel me? She came looking for us. She knew we was gonna be out here. Her brother watches the videos all the time, and this is what he does. And she's seen us, so now she's got to. You know what she's gonna go do? She's gonna go give a good news report. Hey, look, I just seen them brothers that you watch all the time. That same vibration the brother was talking about when we put this vibration in the air. The waves carry. The waves carry all throughout the world. So this wind is gonna take this word and it's gonna wrap it around and it's gonna bring whoever it needs to bring to it.
Yeah,
Not
right.
no fucking weed.
That's right.
It's a lot, God.
No, you good. Like I said, the brother's passion. You know what I'm saying? And it's the truth. I mean, before I go back into this time I mean it. Before I go back into my lesson, this is the type of thing we're trying to cast down in Israel. We don't need this no more. We don't need you guys. We don't need Israelite men smoking weed.
God.
Out here acting like women.
God.
We don't need Israelite women out here smoking weed acting like men. The thing is, the order of things have shifted. So we need everything to go back to where it was.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So go back to start at the top with Proverbs 1 and 20.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is this: we're going back to the lesson. We gotta cry aloud. We can't spare our people. You know what I'm saying? Israel is a silly dove, especially you Northern Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You so-called Hispanic and Native Americans, you foolish. You love that faggot white boy Caesar Borgia.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Who's not even Christ. Christ was an austere black man. You know what I'm saying? According to Scripture. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
You got it? Go ahead, read.
This is Proverbs 1 and 20.
Read.
Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
So she's out here. So wisdom cries in the streets. So what makes you think that you can sit at home and do nothing? But you know what I'm saying? But the scripture's telling you that wisdom is crying in the streets, in the top place of commerce. Go ahead.
Hey man, and what is weed got y'all doing? Laughing in the streets, sleep in the streets, lazy in the streets. Y'all ain't crying in the streets. That means y'all ain't got no wisdom, man.
And it's crazy because everything we bring out, the spirit manifests.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Every time. This is our 4th week?
Yeah.
This is our 5th week. Every week something's happened to let us know that this is what's going on, that this is the truth.
That the word of the not your camp, not our camp, not any camp necessarily, but the scriptures is what brings out the truth in these camps.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Not your leader, not whoever you think you following, but the word of the Most High God, but now in Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? But we'll go back to that.
Verse 21. She crieth at the Salah. She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
And that's where we're at, in the chief place of concourse. Another word of that is the chief place of commerce, in the marketplace. That's where we're at. We're out somewhere busy. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, sometimes it goes dead for a few minutes. Then all of a sudden, it's like a surge of people just be walking by.
Hey, look,
You know what I'm saying?
if you can point the camera, brother, we some cameras right now. We got food for less. We got Latino services.
You know what? We got motel, car wash.
We got motels,
We
car
downtown
wash.
San Bernardino.
Hey, look, and then we got a whole trolley station right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Where you gotta spend and get on the trolley and get your transportation.
You know what I'm saying?
We in the streets where everybody moving.
So you gotta walk by us. You can't say you ain't hear the word of the Most High God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 20, still in verse 21.
Read.
In the openings of the gates in the city she uttered her words, saying,
In the openings of the
Come.
gates in the cities, that's where wisdom is crying out. Read.
man, and this is for this dude right that just passed. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long will you stupid people love stupidity? I mean, Salaki for the harshness, but that's what it is. How long are you gonna love the simple stuff?
Hey, you want to know what's simple? It's simple to go to a DP and get some weed and roll it up and smoke there and not do shit all day. You want to know what's
Simplicity.
complex? You want to know what's some work? Come out here and try to get your people off weed. Come out here and try to get your people off crack. Get them off dope. Try that for a change, man.
And that's what we out here doing, man. That's really what we out here doing. Is that it on that? No.
Yeah, there's a little more.
Yes.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge.
So, and you scorners, you mockers, you scoffers, how long will you love your scoffing? How long are you gonna love making fun of the prophets of the Most High God?
God.
And you fools, you hate knowledge, you hate wisdom, you hate the understanding, you hate God, you hate your people. Because that's what we're out here to do. We're out here to serve the Most High God and to wake our people up, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American.
That brother wanted confrontation because I didn't have no weed, or I didn't want to partake in a conversation of weed with him. What did it just say?
Go ahead.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
You know what I'm saying? How long will you hate knowledge?
How long you just gonna sit there and just be done, man?
You know what I'm saying?
How long you just gonna sit here and be okay with just being stagnant off some fucking weed?
How long are you gonna love being stuck in this position? Instead of having a rulership mentality, which you should have, Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Is that it on that?
You don't think that you can go in there and get a $10 gram for a reason? What are you saying? That's gonna sit there and make you just not do nothing all day till you get ready to go get your next $10 gram.
You're just wasting your money.
You're just wasting your money
You're
at
wasting
this
your money
point.
and your life away. The two things, that's what you're doing. I mean, there ain't no way around it. Was that it on that?
That shit still just got me hot. You gonna call us bougie? You gonna get mad at us? This brother hates knowledge. Cause you wanna know what he was doing? We was sitting here edifying his sister.
And the camera got that. You know what I'm saying? The camera saw the whole thing. That's why I was like, I mean, bro, we're recording. What makes you?
Bro, that just like when I heard everything, I just kind of just blew it off like whatever, because I knew I was coming back to it. This is just weird. That shit's weird. It's always, and look, every week, if y'all watch our videos, every week we get a great person who's gonna come up here and tell us something that they've heard or they've seen or they know a little bit. And there's always gonna be that one. There's always gonna be that one motherfucker. Last week it was the dude, the Hispanic brother that was on the bike, remember?
Yeah.
Week for that it was another black brother.
And then the dude that ran across the street ran from us.
And then the dude who ran across the street from us. And then the very first week we did it, the white bitch called us niggers.
And we're going to get to that in the scriptures as well. Is that it on that?
That's it on that.
In Romans 12:1, all right? You know what I'm saying? The scripture after that's going to get to that. So the thing is this. So far, the Bible's telling us to hit the streets, to cry aloud, to spare not. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to know is, where does it say to not... Salah. For the people watching, I promise I'm gonna edit this out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the scriptures keep saying you gotta go out to the streets and do the work. No excuses. No, well, I congregate on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Nah, well, You know what I'm saying? And it's cool to have Bible studies. Hey, it's even cool to do sit downs. You know what I'm saying? But don't just type on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Don't just act like you know everything and then you sit in a debate looking stupid.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about you an ex-Israelite. How? That's like me saying I'm an ex-Guatemalan. Like, you sound retarded. Go ahead, read.
This is Romans 12:1.
Read.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
And that's what we're doing. We're presenting our bodies a living sacrifice unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
Holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
This is our reasonable service. Presenting ourselves a living sacrifice, preaching the word of the Most High God, but now with Yahweh, out to the, you know what I'm saying, and putting these vibrations out here so people will listen. You know what I'm saying?
God.
And then give me 1 Corinthians 4:9 if you're done with that. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you have to give yourself being a sacrifice. And 1 Corinthians finna tell you how you make yourself a living sacrifice. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 4:9.
Read.
For I think that God has set forth us the apostles last.
He has set forth the apostles last. Go ahead.
As it were appointed to death.
And we were appointed to death. Go ahead.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels and to men.
So we make ourselves a spectacle unto all these people that walk by, these security guards that roll by on their bikes, everybody that just be going through here. We make ourselves a spectacle unto them. You know what I'm saying? We make ourselves a show. And we don't do it for ourselves. The Most High God made us so that we could do this, so that we could preach His word. You know what I'm saying? So we could be out here in the streets crying aloud.
Verse 10. We are fools for Christ's sake.
We become fools for the Christ, for the sake of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Hamashiach. Go ahead.
But ye are wise in Christ.
But we are wise in Hamashiach. You know what I'm saying? The Christ.
We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
You know what I'm saying? You are honorable, Christian church, Catholic church, but we are despised. The prophets of the Most High God were despised. Tell me when somebody that came out the Bible was actually loved. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? They hated Christ. They hated Paul. They hated the prophets. You know what I'm saying? They hated the apostles. So what makes you think that you're any different? You better than Christ, that you should be loved? You know what I'm saying? We know we're going to be hated because of this word. You know what I'm saying? Give me Zephaniah 2:1. You know what I'm saying? We know we're going to be hated. And Christ even said that. He speaks on that, man. He said, if they hate you, they hated me first. So it's an honor to be hated for the sake of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor to be hated for that reason. It's a glorious thing. You know what I'm saying? And we give all that glory to Abanawa Yahweh. Go ahead, read that.
This is Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation, not desire.
So we gather ourselves together. We come together because we're a nation not desired. Don't nobody love us, man. The white man don't love us. Go ahead. It's that truck right there.
That truck.
The Asian man don't love us. The East African man don't love us. The East Indian man don't love us. These Samoans, these people from these islands, they don't love us. No nation loves us. The only ones that love us is the Most High God. And we should love ourselves. We should love each other.
Hey, look, I was just going to say, we don't even love ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
The only person we have that loves us is the Most High.
And I'm gonna speak on something that the Ak right here was telling me earlier. You know what I'm saying? Our women want to date other men. You know what I'm saying? Why, you know what I'm saying? And we say this, and sometimes we say this jokingly, I say this, but you know, come to Sakar and get yourself a strong Israelite man, but you don't want that because you don't want to get in order. You don't want to go to one of these camps when brothers is preaching the truth and get yourself a man that's in order, which is what you should be doing. But you don't, because you love foolishness. And how long will you love that simplicity? You know what I'm saying? How long are you going to love stupidity? You know what I'm saying? Was that in there?
Zephaniah 2:1.
Give me Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. You know what I'm saying? How long are you going to love these things? You know what I'm saying? How long? We're going to be out here crying to the Most High God, take us off the streets. You know what I'm saying? Till He take us off these corners, then we'll be done here. But ain't nobody going to take us off. Not the ADL, not the police, not nobody. You might take us out, but for, what is it? We're like baby's kids. We don't die, we multiply.
Hey, look, y'all gonna have to kill us up off of this.
You know what I'm
Because if
saying?
y'all send us to the jails, all we gonna do is the same thing.
We gonna be in jail holding camp.
Hey, look, I done been in jail a couple times. Ask anybody who's been my cellie, this is what we talking about. We going through the Bible, we going through the scriptures.
You know what I'm saying?
Every night, because we gonna talk about the bullshit and the stuff that's going on. Hey, and the reason why we're sitting in the position that we sitting in while we in jail.
Talk about it. Huh?
You
Talk
feel
about
me?
it.
There ain't no prisons. All you gonna do, because look, you put the Israelites in the jail cells, where are we primarily populated at?
Matter of fact.
Give us an option to go wake up all our brothers out of them jail cells. Give us that option, man.
Look up, hey, can you do me a favor? I'd look up hidden away in prison house.
Hey, I ain't gonna say give us that option, but let it come down to it and y'all put us in that position.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Give us that, put away, what is it? Hidden away in prison houses.
Yeah, I remember I just heard it.
You know what I'm saying? It's in Isaiah, I know that, but I can't remember where in Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother made a beautiful point, and this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Because we're a nation robbed and spoiled. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Because we're a nation that we're not desired. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Don't nobody love the Black, Hispanic, or Native American. Only people that love us is the only one that loves us is the Most High. Cause we don't even love ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
As y'all can see, with the situation that took place with that brother got so caught up in his feelings over some weed that he just walked off. They didn't ask us what was going on.
Nah,
I mean, he just got upset, man.
He wanted to worry about his weed. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to worry about what are you doing to build the sister? What is you
Right,
doing? You know what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? You don't even,
Isaiah 42:22. Is that what we're talking?
I think so. Get that from me out. You know what I'm saying? That should be the one right there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
All right, and like I said, you know what I'm saying? This is another key point to prove that we're the Israelites. Go ahead, read.
Hey, and you want to know something? This is why that brother's in that situation he is, running around looking for some weed right now. This is why.
Read.
This is Isaiah 42:22.
Go ahead.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
We are a people that's been robbed of our culture, of our land, of our inheritance, of our very history, laws, and prophecies. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
All of us are snared. We're trapped in these holes. We keep digging ourselves deeper. Go ahead.
And they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith, restore.
And look, the thing about it, if you go look at the statistics, the highest population in the prison system is blacks, Hispanics, and even Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Which they usually put them with the Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? So it will look off. But the fact of the matter is this: that we're the people populating these prison systems at a higher rate. And we're the ones trapped in snared in these holes. And we're the ones that are being preyed upon by the damn devil the Bible speaks of, which is the white man.
Hey, you want to
You
know
know what I'm saying?
one way they use it? They use it through the music. This music keeps us in a snare, man. This music keeps us doing and going in the same route. The music is what kind of keeps us in jail.
And you know what's crazy? That when you get in the truth, you stop wanting to listen to that music.
Kind.
You stop, because there was a sister. The brother could bear witness. I was just the sister was on live. You know what I'm saying? And she was the one on my live when I was going live.
In LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I get seen her go live. So I'm like waiting for you. I'm chopping it up with her on her live, thinking she's like, I hate this music. And I could hear the music in the background, and I'm like, yeah, and I was dying to, and I'm laughing to myself because I'm like, it must be a thing when you come to the truth. Because you no longer want to hear the stupid stuff. You don't want to hear about adultery. You don't want to hear about the drug use. You know what I'm saying? After a while, it just gets old.
You don't want to hear about niggas killing niggas.
Because it's stupid. It's a stupid thing. You know what I'm saying? You can tell yourself it sounds cool, but it really don't. You got a point out?
Well, the scripture is like they're wise to do evil.
God.
You feel me?
They're wise to do evil.
Man, in this same song that I was just playing, Quavo says, you get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag, flip it and tumble it. Niggas can figure out how to sell dope in 455 damn ways. They know how to code it, how to bag it, how to cook it, and how to get it overseas in a real intricate ass way.
But they can't figure out how to keep these laws.
But they can't figure out what we need to do to come together. But then they go and they promote it in the music. And this song is getting a lot of plays right now. It's off the new Gucci album, so it's getting all of those plays. And I mean, the same thing brother was just saying. You get tired of hearing that after a while. It's the same thing with them. The same thing every single time. It don't change. You get over hearing it. Diamond scars, Monday. What is this gonna do for us, man? What are y'all doing for the nation of our people?
And it ain't gonna do nothing, really. It's gonna leave us destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna leave us destroyed.
Y'all got our people's mind hijacked about these damn diamonds, and these diamonds ain't worth shit.
And you worried about the dollar, and the value of the dollar is depleting daily.
Cryptocurrency is on the rise right now.
Yeah.
There's 50 different types of cryptocurrency. Motherfuckers ain't dealing with the damn dollar no more.
But you want a dollar with the face of a dead slave owner. You know what I'm saying? You worried about that.
You can't let master go. You in love with money. Hey, what's the Bone Thug song? For the love of money.
For the love of money. And bro, and that song is wicked if you really listen to it.
Really wicked.
Because he's talking about standing on the corner, straight slanging rocks. What do you, so you're bewitching your people. And then you running from the police. I mean, we've all done that. You know what I'm saying? So he why is it do evil? They dash, he dips, and he hides behind a tree.
Hey, look, we come out to the streets and we come to, you feel me, cry. We in the Watergate right now crying. You feel me?
We're the two witnesses. You're looking at the two witnesses. I mean, allegorically speaking, it's talking about the northern and southern kingdom. But this brother's from the tribe of Benjamin, which is southern kingdom. I'm from the tribe of Zebulon, which is northern kingdom. The brother on Cam's Issachar. You know what I'm saying? That we're the two witnesses. We're sighing and crying. We're out here in our garments mourning the state of our people.
It's crazy how we got to be in a competition with our people, man. We out here crying in the streets. Y'all out here trying to sell dope in the streets.
Yeah, man. And the elders done been through it. The elders from back in the day, from One West, from Abba Bivens, who, you know what I'm saying, who had that happen to him. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Tahar, who had things happen to him because they was running people out of project buildings and stuff. They was messing people's money up, preaching the word of the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? So we all been through it. You know what I'm saying? And what was I in the lesson?
Last thing I hit was Isaiah 42 and 22.
Go to, did I say Wisdom of Solomon 5:1?
I had Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Okay. I got it right here.
Give me Luke 4:18.
Hold on, no. We never hit what Wisdom 5.
Go ahead, read.
This is Wisdom 5:1.
Read.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
We stand there in great boldness of the men that afflicted him. We stand in the bold of our oppressors. We stand here every week in and week out in the face of those that oppress us. You know what I'm saying? The other nations, the heathens.
Hey.
Letting them know that we don't care, that we're here to bring back our people.
Hey, this brother is right, man. You don't care if you're just sitting there smoking weed all damn day.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna tell nothing to your oppressor. You're gonna go buy the weed from the oppressor.
And you making the oppressor more rich.
More rich.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't even deal with the dollar. What they do is they go flip it, wrap it, whatever they do, and they make it into whatever they value. You know what I'm saying? They ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing these, I feel like shows and stuff like that. I don't even remember what was that, but they buy art. They buy things that have value. You know what I'm saying? And they let the Israelite man, woman, and child worry about the damn dollar. You know what I'm saying? You worried about something that ain't got no damn value behind it. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that one? Give me that's
something to Luke.
Yeah, Luke 4:18. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be out here. You gotta stand in great boldness to those that oppress you. How could you do it on Facebook? You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna do that on Facebook? You know what I'm saying? You could do it on YouTube, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Because on YouTube you get a little more traffic. You know what I'm saying? But it's the streets, man. You gotta be out here in the streets with your people.
Hey, and it's one thing to just be sitting there just typing it. Because if y'all know our brother Deacon, he goes on there and he sets up debates with a lot of you brothers. I've seen him do damn near 4 or 5 debates this week. He's got 6 debates.
Chief Priest did one today.
You feel me? So it's like there's ways to go about how to use this circuit, how to make the word go around. You just got to use it the proper way. You just type it on Facebook.
Yeah.
that ain't doing nothing. But if you got a live video going up and people can come into your chat and they can look at you and we can dialogue off of that, that's so much more powerful. Because just, you know what, then we can run it back and we can review it, and then we can really build from that. We can see where brothers have an opposing stance, and then see if we can walk together on this straight narrow path.
Come. That part, you know what I'm saying? You got that on Luke?
You said Luke
4:18.
4:18.
Come.
This is Luke 4:18.
Read.
The Spirit of the Lord is often me, is upon me, Slot.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon, at this time is Yahweh Shai, correct?
God.
Yes, Yahweh Shai. But the same Spirit is upon us. Go ahead.
Because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
He has anointed to preach the gospel to the poor. Who is the poorest demographic in this country? Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Prove me wrong. These people on this side is the poorest demographic. You can't prove me otherwise. You might get this random cracker, this random Moabite, you know what I'm saying, these random gooks that be poor, but they not poorer than these people right here.
Hey, look, on this bus right now is nothing but Jake, and it's a bunch of dope fiend lookers, you feel me, and a bunch of brothers and sisters that look like they going through something, man.
And that's who
we gotta preach to.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue.
He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives.
He has sent us to heal the brokenhearted. Who's more brokenhearted than, let's just use our women, for example.
Let's use our sister.
Let's use the sister that just walked up. She looked like she saw a ray of hope. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to self-glorify. No, I give all praises to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. That's what I do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But the look on her face was she found an oasis in a desert. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, she been looking for us. Like, she had inadvertently been looking for us. She didn't know it. But just the look she gave was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? These brothers is out here about something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and you seen that, and look, you seen that when we dealt with the Judite sister.
Khan, the first video we got out, if you go back on the YouTube channel, you'll see she looked like she was brokenhearted herself.
Hey, and everything that we said just compelled her, and her she got told that she was a child of the Most High God.
You know
she got told that she was a special person, the child of God. She got to learn that the type of people that she is and the tribe that she comes from has been overtaken by a troop, but she will overcome in the end. And if you witness the testimonies that she gives, she's been overcoming these troops that's been sent at her.
That's right.
If these scriptures ain't the truth, man, I don't know what is, man.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to contest the Bible, but the Bible's clearly telling you what to do. Because we're out here to heal the brokenhearted. What's the next?
To preach deliverance to the captives.
And you can't tell me the Black, Hispanic, and Native American ain't captive. Because truthfully, the Hispanics that are born here, where are they going to go? As a matter of fact, if the Spaniards decided to kick all y'all out of Mexico, all out of Central and South America, where are we going to go? We're held there. You know what I'm saying? The Native Americans don't know where to go. What happens if these crackers decide they want to kick out all the black people from here? They can't go nowhere. They won't let them go because they're captive. That's the very definition of captive. You ain't got nowhere to go, and you can't go anyways.
Yeah,
they not gonna let us go.
They ain't gonna let us go
because they be saying on the internet, they be talking about, oh, what if we take about all our inventions? What inventions? Okay, so we won't have weapons no more. But we'll still have color TV, we'll still have cell phone, we'll still have Wi-Fi, we'll still have them nice little box sprays that damn dog Kim Kardashian likes to wear.
Hey, look, we wouldn't need weapons. We can solve things with these if it really comes down to it.
Because we're stronger than y'all. Y'all the ones that need the weapons. Because y'all know Gad'll jack y'all up.
Whooping y'all ass. I really believe Gad was whooping y'all ass.
Gad'll.
If y'all had to go back and make a gun, and mind you, y'all got probably cannons already in this time. So cannons obviously wasn't working. Y'all had to go back and make a whole gun.
Someone working.
A Gatling gun that's a machine, just keep continuous going from far range. Gad was beating y'all ass.
Someone working for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Gad was really, you got to think about it. First to come back and get, that's just like when you were a little kid and the bully come and punk you or they do whatever. You come back like, man, all right, you feel me? I'm coming back with a knife. I'm coming back with a screwdriver. Something. Hey man, this word runs them off, man.
Yeah, you see these demons look scared when we come around. Like I said, the prophets are back and it terrifies y'all, don't it?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That last part. And recovering of sight to the blind.
And who's more blind than the black, Hispanic, and Native American following after that faggot white boy, Cesar Borgia?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was a homosexual, child molesting pedophile. Pedophile and child molesting are the same words, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And to set at liberty them that are bruised.
And we set at liberty those of us that are hurt. You know what I'm saying? Who's more hurt than our people? You can't tell me nobody is. Give me Amos 5 and 10. What time? What's the time on that?
54.
How long?
54 minutes.
54?
Yeah.
What time is it?
9:35.
Okay, we're going a little long. Yeah, Amos 5 and 10. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because some of these scriptures got to come out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? Because the crazy thing is, I put the lessons together, you know what I'm saying, and pray to the Most High God that he gives me the lessons, and you know he gives me these lessons, and then he also gives me something to always talk about on the slide, because I know, because you never know who's gonna walk up, and somebody always walks up and asks questions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was an Edomite that was sitting there smoking a cigarette, wasn't it?
I think it wasn't Edomite.
Because she was like,
yeah, I couldn't get a good look at her, but she moved.
yeah, she was like, you know what?
And we got to talking about smoking, and then lit her ass. Hey, lit a fire under her ass to get from over here.
Let me go. Let me kick rocks.
This is Amos 5 and 10. Read. They hate him that rebuketh the gate.
And what just happened? And you know what's crazy, right? Because the brother in the God, he went on this long tirade, you know what I'm saying? Because the brother's passionate, and the scriptures keep speaking for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hate us. Well, you can't tell me they don't hate us because we rebuke them. Go ahead.
That man just got mad about some weed, bro. Hey, just for the crowded audience, he got mad about some weed.
Okay.
And look, had I been caught up in a nigga moment, if y'all know what that is from Boondocks, I'd have said something to him. He could have came back. We could have scuffled. Where was that gonna get us?
Nowhere.
Where was that gonna get us?
Nowhere.
Come on, man.
And look, and it's crazy, right? Because he's mad at us because we weren't drug dealers. That's the sum of the situation. From what I'm saying, he's mad because we're not drug dealers and we didn't sell him his drug of choice. You know, so that's what the basics of it happened.
Now I gotta be bougie, nigga. Nigga don't act, literally, when y'all listen to the video, nigga don't act bougie with me. Well, I ain't even, all I said was, hey, nah, we teaching the Bible right now. You feel me? We got Bibles. I'm over here talking to this sister about a seed. You feel me? Trying to tell her about a seed. He's just sitting here acting like that's what my woman does. If I don't pay her no attention if I'm talking to this brother about something she can't get away, she gonna walk away and start talking shit, mumbling something under her breath to try to provoke me to say something to her. I'm not gonna give you that energy, man.
And I laugh, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what my woman does too. You know what I'm saying? When I'm dealing with one of the brothers, it's like if she can't talk to me, she starts throwing, I be saying in Spanish, I don't know if it's a carson, but Zebulon definitely says, she does berrinche. You know what I'm saying? She throws a tantrum. That's the English word. She throws a tantrum. That's what the brother did. You know what I'm saying? He might hate us, but he's still our brother. But he threw a tantrum. You know what I'm saying? Like a little kid, like a child, like a girl.
Like a girl.
Not even a woman, like a girl. You know what I'm saying? He threw a tantrum like a girl. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's sad. Of course it's sad because, you know, we mourn for our people. You know what I'm saying? But it's the truth. What you looking at? Look at Esau, man.
Esau's hot.
He's eating. Like the homie Squirt says, he's eating. You know what I'm saying?
And they abhorred him that speaketh uprightly.
They hate those that speak uprightly, that speak the laws of the Most High God. You good,
God? You good, brother? Come on, brother.
More power.
That's right. Hey, brother, just let you know, you a Hebrew Israelite. The Lord loves you.
1 second, brother.
You feel me? Always keep that in your head. Don't let it go. We going through it, bro. We going through it. We out here, we going through the same thing you going through. Don't think we not. But you got it, you gonna get through it, brother. Keep your head up through this. Definitely, brother.
Say shalom.
He said, shalom.
This is brother from Instagram. You from here?
Yeah, no, I'm from Pomona.
Oh, you from
okay.
that brother from Pomona too.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Shalom.
See, we out here working, brothers.
You know what I'm saying? But where was that? Oh yeah, so Salaki, abhor is an old English word that means hate. They hate those that, again, he's telling you he hates those that rebuke and correct. Go ahead.
For as much, therefore, as your trending is upon the poor, and ye take from him his burdens of wheat. Ye have built houses of hewn stone,
You know what I'm saying? And we are here to build these hewn stones. Is that
but ye shall not dwell in them.
Who?
Ye have planted pleasant vineyards, but ye shall not drink wine of them.
And because you hated us, the curses of Deuteronomy are
That's
being
right.
repeated in the Amos.
That's right.
So and it's a sign upon you forever. For those of you that like to say, well, you know, this already happened. Yeah, and it's gonna keep happening, stupid, until you can return to the laws of the Most High God.
Hey, look, you have built, how real is this? You have built houses of hewn stone.
Issachar is the biggest worker in construction sites. Am I lying? I've worked construction for months, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm Zebulon. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I do make enough money so I can go do something else. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be like, well, you know, you gotta work. And nobody's saying you ain't gotta work, but come on. I'm not gonna sit here and, man, that's a whole nother topic. So back to Amos is talking about the curses.
Look,
Again.
it says you have built houses of hewn stone, like the brother said. All them houses, a construction site. Let's think about La Jolla, Beverly Hills. Issachar is making them houses, right?
God.
It says, but ye shall not dwell in them.
And do you live in those houses, Mexican man? Ask yourself, do you live in those houses? Sit there and really think about that. You don't. You build it, you go to these construction sites, shit, chances are you might get pulled over by the police and they might ask you, do you have papers? Even if you speak with perfect English, I'm like, you got papers? You giving them the look like, bro, I was born here. What you mean?
Hey, look, and then they gonna build a damn Latino services in your hood.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the, man.
Or an immigration spot, you feel me, where you gotta come in and get your papers.
You gotta Issachar gotta come ask for permission for a land that originally belonged to them. If that's not a curse, and we're not, tell me how the Israelites, Hispanics ain't Israelites, and we're going through this right here.
Time.
You can't. You're just being, Salaki, but you're just being a hoe.
That's kind.
You know what I'm saying? You'll plant vineyards and you won't enjoy them. Go up to Fresno, those of you brothers that live in Northern California or in California, anywhere there's a vineyard at, or anywhere that has a field with strawberry things, who's in there working? And do you enjoy this? Of course you don't, because you're not following the laws that the Most High got, and the commandments. And one of those commandments is coming out to the streets.
Strawberry field across the street from my house.
God, who works there, brother?
Nothing but Issachar.
And do they enjoy those fruits, brother?
Doubt
They do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, and we're down in San Diego where we at. The only wine, like big wine cellar spots and all of those type of vineyards is all in Rancho Bernardo, Poway. That's all good ass neighborhoods. You feel me?
One of the officers of the camp lives there, so I drop him off there, so I know it's all Esau that lives there.
Nothing but Esau there. You feel
And
me?
him.
And they reap all of that. But I guarantee you, if we go in there, just as that brother said, we're gonna see Issachar in there. We're gonna see Issachar bound his shoulder. You feel me?
To the burden.
To the burden.
But we not Israelites though, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 Maccabees 14:9. You know what that's like?
No, I was done with
Okay, so 1 Maccabees 14:9. See, the thing is, one of those commandments that Christ gave us was to go out. I repeat, go out to the highways and byways, to the streets, to the chief place of concourse, and do this work. Don't get me wrong. If you do what you do on Facebook, that's cool. But when do you plan to go out in these streets? You know what I'm saying? When do you plan to face that bastard right there? Your oppressor.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read.
1 Maccabees 14:10.
14:9. It's not.
This is 1 Maccabees 14:9.
Read.
The ancient men sat all in the streets,
The OGs, the older men, the men from One West, they sat in the streets. Go ahead.
communing together of good things.
They were communing. They were also communicating the good things, what's in the Torah. Go ahead.
And the young men put on the glorious and warlike apparel.
And the young men, like you see me and the brother up here, and if you watch any brother from any camp, you see their glorious warlike apparel.
That's right.
Out there doing the work. That was it on that, right?
God.
Give me Ezra, Ezekiel 3, first 11, then 19 and 20.
Ezekiel 3 and 11.
Yeah, first 11. You know what I'm saying?
3 and
'Cause,
11.
so far, you have not proven. I've been showing y'all you got to hit the streets to do the work. You know what I'm
God.
saying? You got to go out to the highways and byways. You got that?
God.
Read.
This is Ezekiel 3 and 11.
Go ahead.
You said 11, right?
Right.
God. and go, get thee to them of the captivity.
Go and get thee to them of the captivity. Again, who is captive? Who is out there being captive? Who has to work these jobs in order to make ends meet? Jobs with an S, because I know plenty of Issachar brothers, even some Zebulonites that hold 2 jobs, 3 jobs. This brother hold a few jobs. You know what I'm saying? The brother right here probably work hard, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly going from job to job, trying to find just to make money. You know what I'm saying? We're captives. So the Most High sent us out to go to them. Go ahead.
Unto the children of thy people.
To the children of your people. See, Ezekiel was an Israelite. He wasn't an Edomite. He wasn't an Elamite. He wasn't a Hamite.
No other E's. Nothing.
He wasn't none of those things. He was an Israelite.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He was, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not going to speak out of context, but he was a prophet from the children of Israel. So the Most High sent him to his people. Go ahead.
And speak it to them and tell them, thus saith the Lord God.
So go out there and speak to them. Thus says the Most High, which is what we do. Go ahead.
Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
Whether they will listen or whether you will disregard the words you're speaking to them. Go ahead.
Then the Spirit took me up, and I heard behind me a voice of great rushing, saying, Blessed be the glory of the Lord from this place.
Blessed be the Most High God, the glory of this place. After he was commanded to go out to his children, to the streets, to the highways and byways, to preach this word.
Jump to verse 19.
Jump down to 19.
Verse 19.
Read.
Yea, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness.
So if we warn the wicked and they don't turn from their wicked ways, go ahead.
Nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity.
He will die in his sin. Go ahead.
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
But you have delivered your own soul. They will take if they don't die in their iniquity before these missiles hit, they're gonna die at the hands of these missiles.
God.
They're gonna eat missiles with the rest of these Edomites.
That's right.
These Elamites, these Hamites, these Moabites. You know what I'm saying? All these other nations that ain't Israel that are in this land gonna pay for their judgment with these missiles.
What was that last scripture, brother?
It's Ezekiel 3:19. I got you. Don't worry about it. And if you don't get anything, I got you at the end. I got the lesson written down anyway. So go ahead. Verse 20. After 19, go 20. So hold on. They don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do. They're just being annoying at this point.
Hey, that's them demons, bro. Hey, you're not gonna stop the word. You're not gonna stop it. Hey, and I hope whoever it is a white person and they don't make it.
Hey, you better be a heathen. I hope you're
I hope
dead
you're a
right
heathen
now.
and you don't make it. You know what I'm saying?
This is verse 20.
Read.
Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness,
So when a righteous man, a man that the Most High has called, turns from his righteousness, go ahead,
and commits iniquity,
and commits iniquity, go ahead,
and I lay a stumbling block before him,
and he lays a stumbling block before him,
he shall die.
he will die. So if you're righteous, you're living the ways of the Most High God, and you turn away from these laws, like what was Chief Priest going into today? The ex-Israelite. You can't be an ex-Israelite, by the way. You can't give up your nationality, stupid. You will die. So unless you repent from that BS you call Christianity, you will surely die in your iniquity. You know what I'm saying?
That shouldn't be annoying.
Yeah, and I hope they catch flat tires.
Look, nothing going on that way, and they double back to go that way.
Yeah, I hope something bad happens.
With no sirens or nothing. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Is that verse 20?
That was verse 20, a little more.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
So if we don't warn him and he was righteous, then the blood will fall upon our hands. So that's why we're out here every week doing this work.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't care what we look like to people. We don't care what it sounds like. We're out here to preach the word of the Most High God, Abanawa Yahweh.
Hey,
Isaiah 62:2.
Isaiah 62.
Oh, you make your point?
And if y'all see with the brothers in the Sakari, man, we all camp on Tuesdays. We do class on Friday nights, and then we all come out and we congregate together on Saturdays and hold camp again.
Con.
So
That's
we're in this every week. Every week we're doing this multiple times a week.
You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah 62.
Con. So and then, as you see, the brothers go out every week, like other brothers, like the brothers to the four corners of the earth doing this work. Because it's not just Sakari. We're not the only ones with the truth. You know, we have the truth, but other brothers have the truth too. You know what I'm saying? So we go. That's a different topic for another situation. Go
62 and 2.
ahead. Con.
This is Isaiah 62 and 2.
Read.
And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness.
And the Gentiles, these heathens shall see our righteousness. Go ahead.
And all the kings thy glory.
And all the kings of these earth shall see our glory. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be called by a new name,
And we will be called by a new name. Go ahead.
which the mouth of the Lord shall name.
And that's the revelation too, the new name that he's going to give us. But that, you know what I'm saying? But because we've done this work, that will be our reward. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel 33 from verse 3 to 6. You have scriptures like that. Ezekiel 33. I might just call off and get fired.
So he said we're gonna get a new name.
God, in Revelation,
Israel?
no, not Israel. From what I remember, it's a new name that is written on a white stone. He'll give it to you. Yahweh will give it to you.
Oh, a new name.
Yeah, you will get a new. Yeah, only he knows. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're gonna be Israel
To the end.
forever.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? After the Adamites was done away with, you know what I'm saying? Then
Israel's
we
the new
be
chosen line.
Con. That's it. Yeah, precisely.
You said Ezekiel 33:3.
Yeah, from 3 to 6.
Okay, Con.
Read.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land,
Now the sword that's coming upon this land is them ICBM missiles. You know what I'm saying? And if we see them coming, go ahead.
he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
So that's what we're doing out here. We're blowing the trumpet and we're warning our people. Go ahead.
Then whomsoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning,
And whoever hears us screaming out here and don't take the warning, what's going to happen to them?
if the sword come and take him away,
If the missile hits and it kills you, go ahead.
his blood shall be upon his own head.
And the blood will be on your own hands, not on us anymore. Go ahead.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
He saw those crazy Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans standing in the corner, but he didn't take their warning because they were crazy, right? Go ahead.
His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
But he that taketh warning, he that sits here and listens, like, dang, these brothers make sense. Let me go see what's going on. Like the sister that just came out here, like the brother that comes out here, like the 2 brothers from Issachar that be coming out every week. You know what I'm saying? They took it upon themselves to listen. You know what I'm saying? They will not have to answer for that blood. Go ahead.
Slap.
You good, Ak?
Verse 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come,
But if these watchmen are standing there and they see the ICBM missiles coming, which is common knowledge, we all know that's what's going to happen. Go ahead.
and blow not the
If
trumpet,
they don't blow the trumpet, they don't go out to the streets and do the work. Go ahead.
and the people be not warned,
And these people aren't warned. Go ahead.
if the sword come and take away any person from among them,
But if the missile hits and it kills any people among them, go ahead.
he is taken away in his own
He
iniquity,
is taken away in his own sin. Go ahead.
but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
The blood he will require on our hands if we do not warn these people.
God.
That's what's gonna happen. In Proverbs 8:3. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen if we don't warn our people. That's why we are out here every week to warn our people. You know what I'm saying? It sometimes it seems like a lot, but hey, you know what I'm saying? The Most High God said if we give up something for him, actually Yahweh said if we lose wives, children, houses, anything for him in the kingdom, he will give it to us 100-fold.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really nothing. We're losing a little bit compared to what we're gonna get in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Proverbs 8:5.
8 and 3. Salak.
83.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 8 and 3.
Read.
She crieth at the gate.
She cries at the gate. So this is reiterating what Wisdom of Solomon said. Go ahead.
At the entry of the city, at the coming in the door.
So we're at the entrance of the city, which is really a prime example is this bus station.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody going somewhere. They're coming into the city or they're leaving the city.
Hey, the freeway is right there.
And the freeway is right there. The entrance is the next block over. So we're out here crying to our people at the gate of the city. You know what I'm saying? Also at the chief place of commerce. We're also letting the white man know he's the damn devil the Bible speaks of.
That's
And
right.
that he has judgment coming in.
That's
He's
right.
going to slavery for what he did to the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
That's right.
You can act like you don't hear us, but hey, you're still gonna get it, Esau. You wanderer, you devil. You know I always gotta throw dirt rocks when they come around. Is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, 2 Chronicles 17, 7-9. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will say, well, you know what I'm saying, we could do this on Facebook, we could do this on Twitter, on Instagram, and that's cool, I guess. But then how are you going to get around what was being done in the ancient days? Because in the ancient days, they had camps. You know what I'm saying? You can act like you didn't, but we're about to prove it. You got that?
You said 2 Chronicles 17 and 8.
17, 7 through 9.
17, 7 through 9.
Come on.
This is 2 Chronicles 17 and 7.
Go ahead.
Also, in the 3rd year of his reign, he sent to his princes.
In the 3rd year of his reign, the king in question here, in the 3rd year of his reign, go ahead.
Even to Ben-Hail and to Obadiah.
He sent Ben-Hail and Obadiah. Go ahead.
And to Zechariah.
And to Zechariah. Go ahead.
And to Nathaniel.
And Nathaniel. Go ahead.
And to Micaiah.
And Micaiah. Go ahead.
To teach to the cities of Judah.
To do what?
To teach to the cities of Judah.
To do what?
To teach in the cities of Judah.
To teach in the cities of Judah. Not to... to teach in the cities. How much more clear is that? He just said a camp out to teach in the cities of Judah. Go ahead.
And with them, he sent Levites.
And with them, he sent Levites. We don't have the Levites in our camp right now, but we got Chief Priest Alazar Bon Loya, we got Hassan Karab, and we got Ayathan, and we got the brother Ayathan Ayal, we got the officer at 10,000. You know what I'm saying? My brother. Yaash Bon Loya, the officer at 10,000. These are Levites that he sent, and he sent them out with them. Go ahead.
Even Shemaiah and Nethaniah and Zebediah and Ashael and Shemaramoth and Jonathan.
He said, go ahead, brother. You good. Shalom,
Go ahead,
shalom.
brother.
You know what I'm saying? So he sent out an elect team of men, a camp. You can say what you want, but he sent a camp out to do the work. Go ahead.
And Adonijah and Tobijah and Tobo Adonijah, Levites, and with them Elishama and Joram, priests.
And he sent more priests. He sent people to go out to teach in the cities of Judah. So what makes you so much better than the prophets of old? Or Yahweh Shai said, or the apostles, or the, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to say the men of the Lord that are now, but the men of the Lord of times past. How are you better than them? Is that it on that?
Nah,
Go ahead.
And they taught in Judah and had the book of the law of the Lord with them.
And they did what?
And they taught in Judah and had the book of the law of the Lord with them.
One more time, brother.
And they taught in Judah and had the book of the law of the Lord with them.
They taught in Judah. They went out to the cities of Judah with the book of the law, with the book of the Lord with them, and they taught. So again, what makes you so much better that you can sit in your bedroom, in your kitchen, wherever you keep your computer or your cell phone, and just Facebook it out? You know what I'm saying? And then we got 2 more scriptures. Give me Hebrews 10, 24 and 25. You know what I'm saying? Because you're seeing, I've shown you several examples of people going to these streets and teaching. You know what I'm saying? Having a person to read, having a person to break down, having people to hold posts. You know what I'm saying? And they have brothers like you. Brothers out there that were standing and listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you the script. I'm gonna give you the scripture later. But in Nehemiah, it said the same thing. It just said the exact same thing, did it not?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
This is Hebrews 10 and 24.
Read.
And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
So let us consider one another. Let us think about each other and to provoke to do good works. This is something that would be considered a good work. Go ahead.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
Not doing what?
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves.
God.
Not forsaking getting together and going over the scriptures, teaching the scriptures to people that don't know, out in the streets, or you know what I'm saying, doing sit downs if you have to.
God.
But get the word out there. You know what I'm saying? The primary place is the streets, though. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on 25?
As the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much more, the more as ye see the day approaching.
Okay, it says, not forsaking the assembly of one another as what?
As the manner of some is.
As the manner of some is. It's telling you right there that some people just abandon the assembly of brothers.
God.
But you mean to tell me that you don't have to have a camp? I'm not, like, again, I'm gonna keep repeating this every time I bring this breakdown out. You do not have to join Sakari But you don't even have to join any camp, but you have to start your own camp. You have to hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the work.
You have to do the work.
You have to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, was that it on that? And then to prove and to show you that the church is not the place to be at either, give me Acts 7:48. He already knew what I was. You know, I should have said, you know what I want. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got the chance to do that yet. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The thing is this: it's many examples of having to go out to the streets and do the work, to congregating with other brothers and doing this work. You know what I'm saying? You just can't sit there and pretend like it doesn't exist. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta let the white man know he's the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And then he's going into captivity.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna be put to death to ICBM missiles.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. That's the patience and the faith of the saints. You know what I'm saying? Look, matter of fact, before we go into that, get Revelations 13 and 10. Since you want to stand there and listen. You know what I'm saying? The white man want to listen. We gonna give him something to listen to. We gonna give you something to listen to, white person. Read.
This is Revelation 13 and 10.
Read.
He that leadeth into captivity.
You that have brought people into slavery have put the black, Hispanic, and Native American in subjection, white man. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Because you put the black, Hispanic, and Native American in slavery, white man, you're gonna go into slavery. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Those that have killed our people must be killed by the same method.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
This is what the patience, this is what the saints, the Israelites, are waiting for.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So now back to Acts 7:48, to prove to you that the church is not where you need to be, but you need to be with an Israelite camp.
That's
you
right.
Need to be learning the truth from one of these schools. And in whatever area you live in, I'm sure there's a school there. You know what I'm saying? You could tell yourself there ain't, and you might not have access, but I bet you I'll find them for you. You know, I found somebody, and I live in San Bernardino. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 hours away from where the Sakari's at. You know what I'm saying? And now they've commissioned me to come out here to my city and teach.
Hey, look, and now I have to drive 2 hours to come out here.
You know what I'm saying?
To work with this brother. This is Acts 7:48.
Read.
Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So how is it that the Most High God dwells in temples, in churches, if you will, made by the hands of a man? You know what I'm saying? How is that possible? Read a little bit down.
As said the prophet.
As the prophet Isaiah had said, go ahead.
Heaven is my throne.
Heaven is his throne. Go ahead.
And earth is my footstool.
So how is he living those churches? If these are his places of reign. Is that it on that?
What house shall ye build me?
What house would you build me? Christian Pastor Pork Chop, Priest Toucher, whatever they call people that run Jehovah's Witnesses and more. Elder No Knowledge, because we've made many elders of the Latter-day Saints run away from us. Literally run away from us, like dip on the street. The brother Shalom was with me. He would bear witness to that. Me and him have done it a couple times, you know what I'm saying, before I came into camp. We've made these people run away from us. We've made these people literally be like, you know what, I don't want to answer no more questions. You know what I'm saying? But that's
I remember the brother Yashamai from
True
True Nation camp. He went on a real one and got at everybody in his church to the point they're just kicking him out of his church.
They kicked the brother out the church. Have you ever seen that video?
No, I ain't seen that video.
I'm gonna send you the link.
We're gonna send it up. We're gonna set it up.
Yeah,
so brothers can see that. It says, "What else will ye build me, saith the Lord?
Read.
Or what is the place of my rest?"
Where is the place of his rest that you could build in, Pastor Pork Chop, Priest Toucher, Elder No Knowledge, whatever you call the leader of a Jehovah's Witness hall? You know what I'm saying? Because they're not even that important. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Once this video comes out, I hope brothers is edified and know that you have to hit the streets and go and do the work.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And every time somebody says that, I'm not even going to break it down to them. I'm just going to bring this video out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go watch this video. And then if you can explain some of these things better than I can, then by all means. If not, you got to go do the work.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'd like to give all honor and glory to the Most High God Yahweh in the name of his only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. And death to America!
Death to America!
For we, the